So I'm officially at the halfway point through Wonder Man, so episode 4. Now I will say this episode is a little less entertaining and not as good as the others. I'll explain why. Now this episode goes over something that was talked about in the third episode. It might be in the second episode as well, called the Doorman Clause. It's basically the reason why superheroes can't be in TV shows or movies, and it kind of explains why that is, and it kind of shows off another superhero and what his power was, and why that clause even exists. Which, honestly, I honestly think it is a good episode for what it is, but it's a lot different than the first three. I, I'm perfectly fine with that, but it's just like we were on a steady track with Simon, and then we switch it up, and it's like, okay, but I wanted to see more of Simon, not necessarily backtrack. But it was still a good episode. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the episode. The episode was great. It explained like the world a little bit more, changed it up, and it made it different, which is perfectly fine. Well, I have no problem with that at all. And it explains kind of more of Simon's situation and his struggles, which is also really cool. But it was just so different. It was like, I don't know what to think about it. Like, it was just, I don't know. It was weird. It was much different. And like I said, there's no problem with it being different. It was just like now we're looking at this character Davis and his power, and it's like we're not focusing on the like main story. We're now off skirting to a side character in a way that literally like has nothing to do with the story except for a clause, which is I mean, granted, is a big part of it, reason why he can't be in movies or TV shows, but nobody knows he's a superhero. That's the thing. Like, nobody knows he's a superhero. So why is he more so worried about the clause? Yes, he has to contain his superpower, but why is he worried about the clause, and why is the show worrying about the clause if nobody knows he's a superhero? So it's just kind of like, I don't know. It was a okay episode. It's not the best episode, but I don't want to say it's the worst episode. I mean, it was an alright episode. I'm hoping episode 5 is a lot better. I have a feeling it is, because 5, 6, 7, and 8 will be probably insane because it's going to go down. They're actually going to explain who the bad guy is. That's one thing. 4 episodes in, they have not introduced who the quote-unquote villain is, except for the DODC. But that's like an overarching villain. They haven't explained the actual villain yet, and I'm kind of wondering who it is.